Hi, welcome to day 101 in our Bible in a Year reading. We're in 1 Samuel chapters 13 and 14. And in these chapters, we see the beginning of Saul's spiral downward, and we see the moment where he loses his kingship. So we first read that Saul was 30 years old when he became king, and he reigned over Israel 42 years. Now he is up against the Philistines. And in chapter 5, or not chapter 5, verse 5, we read, the Philistines assembled to fight Israel with 3,000 chariots, 6,000 charioteers, and soldiers as numerous as the sand on the seashore. And Saul and his men are just fearful. They're quaking with fear, and they're waiting for Samuel to arrive. They're waiting the 7 days, but Samuel doesn't arrive. And the men are beginning to scatter, and so Saul does what he thinks he needs to do, takes matters into his own hands, and rather than continue to wait on God, who had appointed Samuel to be the one to seek him, he offers the offerings. And as he's wrapping up, Samuel arrives. And he says, "What have you done?" And Saul tries to explain himself with reasoning. And Samuel says, "You acted foolishly. You've not kept the command the Lord your gave you. If you had, he would have established your kingdom over Israel for all time. But now your kingdom will not endure. The Lord has sought out a man after his own heart." And so then we go in to reading about how Israel has no weapons. And so the Philistines they removed all blacksmiths in the whole land of Israel. And then all Israel had to go to the Philistines to have their plowshares and tools sharpened. So only Saul and Jonathan had weapons. And Jonathan takes his young armor bearer, and the two of them go in. And Jonathan said to his young armor bearer, "Come, let's go over to the outpost of those uncircumcised fellows. Perhaps the Lord will act on our behalf. Nothing can hinder the Lord from saying whether be many or by few." So regardless of the fact that the Philistines were greater, the Philistines had weapons, the Israelites didn't, Jonathan knew that nothing could stop his God. So we see the difference between his father's unwillingness to wait on God and Jonathan's willingness to know God can do anything. What stood out to you? Let's learn and grow in God's word together.